Good morning, y'all. It's concrete day. And what we're doing right now is we went and got some tools. We are working right here. We went and got this pipe this morning. We were gonna try and get it a couple days ago, but we actually couldn't find what we were looking for. So we had to do a little bit of research to figure that out. So we're gonna stick this in the ground, fill this in, compact it, and throw the form back up there. So let's see how this goes. Zach, move those aluminum poles, please. Those shorts. Man, that's hard to do with one hand. I didn't get it.
Oh no?
No, because I ran out of time too fucking fast.
Right.
Like, holy shit, is it 11 o'clock already? They sending them fucking trucks already when my phone rang?
Oh, right. Holy crap. All right. So, your next load is going to have to be on this side.
You got it.
But that's good.
Yep.
Hey, if you need to, oh yeah, there you go. I was gonna say drop it there and push it in. That works great. Yeah, now put the next one right here,
Okay.
and I'll check it for level again, and
Okay.
go from there. Once we get that much dirt in it, it shouldn't move around much more after that.
All right, y'all, I don't know if this is right or not, but originally when we put these stakes in the ground, we pinned it and left them above the form boards, which once I came in here this morning and threw this board we're going to use to screed with, I realized that, well, I mean, in my mind, we're going across this like this and whatever. Well, you can't do that with the pins sticking up like that. So Zach is actually unscrewing them, slapping them in the ground harder, and that way we should be able to actually make this thing level. So that's what's up. Oh, okay. Yeah, give me 1 second. He's gonna pull some. Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
There you go. You're fine. Start on that end. Honestly, you can reach a long ways, so we ain't gonna have to pull a bunch of this anyway. So. No, that's fine. Well, we know we got enough concrete.
Yeah, I'd say so.
This has got 6.5 in it.
Huh?
This has got half the load in it. Is that it?
It looks like it.
That. Take your deal and start breaking it all down. Brutal. Man, I almost passed out. It's a ton of work. It's hard. I didn't film any of us screeding this stuff off because honestly, I was, at one point I was concerned that I wasn't gonna make it. Just out of shape and whatever. So anyway, I wanted to at least stop what I was doing for just a minute and let you guys see that it's not perfect. We did make some mistakes. And I can tell you, my one mistake was that we're not experienced enough to use a screed board that does not sit on the form boards. We need to be on 2 form boards at all times because we have some ripples where the form board was just in the middle of the concrete. But that's one of those things where it's just, hey, inexperience. But this is our car wash. So it's all good. So Zach's gonna work on this. This stuff, it's been very sunny today all day. And I think this probably needs to sit here for about another 30 minutes maybe and go back over it to get rid of these lines. And then we'll go from there. But we're doing okay. Man, Zach's been hard at it all day. He's doing a super job right now, learning how these tools work. It's awesome. So yeah, let me get back to it, guys. I got some low spots to fill in. All right, y'all. We got a little bit of a system here where Zach's making a couple swipes with the broom. I'm not 100% sure when you should be brooming, but I kind of felt like, there we go. I kind of felt like we waited a little too long to start messing with the edges, so much so that we could barely do it around the front on the second concrete mixer. When we got to the back, the first truck, that stuff has been sitting here for quite a few hours. And Zach, I'm only gonna move you a little bit because I got some weird spots here. I'm gonna let you run over them a little extra. I felt like I wanted it to be much rougher than say average. So maybe some people would have just waited another hour to broom this or something. I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure. I'm winging it. So see, we're getting over here and the brush really isn't even doing much over on this side. So we'll go over this quite a bit to get that broom to bite, where actually what's happening is There's a high spot here and a high spot here, and there's a little low stripe right here. So we'll have to let that edge fall in there, and it just did. And it'll get that straightened right out. Well, this side here is definitely seems like it's drier for some reason. Now, I know that in previous videos we talked about a vapor barrier. That is something that you would definitely want to do on a house. And honestly, we were going to do a vapor barrier on this, basically as a test, just to see if we could do it or not, how much it would affect our, like the pouring it, how much it would change. The one thit that I've taken away from, oh, so let me, I digress. I actually didn't put a vapor barrier in it. God dang it, vapor barrier. I did not put a vapor barrier in it because it was going to cost me a couple $100 for the vapor barrier. And we don't need a vapor barrier here. It doesn't matter. But the one thing that, Zach, I'm going to kind of knock this off right here a little bit because it's picking up a bunch of little funny stuff. All right, Zach, go ahead. See, actually, this side here looks like it's too dry because it's picking up little tidbits. And Zach, you can drag that right off. I'm going to call that done. It's not doing anything else over there. I'm going to leave it like that. So anyway, back to the vapor barrier. I just didn't see the point in spending an extra $200 to put vapor barrier down when I didn't feel like we needed it. What, Zach?
On a wash bay.
Yeah, on a wash bay. I didn't need it. The only reason we were doing it was because for the learning experience, I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to spend the $200 on a vapor barrier when there doesn't need to be one here. But here's the kind of the problem with that. When there's no vapor barrier, all of the water that's in the concrete mix, it heads straight to the ground. The rocks suck it up, the ground sucks. As the rocks are pulling the moisture out of the concrete mix, the ground is pulling the water out of the rocks, and it's just a vicious cycle. So what happened was, we did hose this down what I consider to be pretty well, not well enough. Because we wetted all the rock down pretty good. And I feel like this thing still went off quickly. Now, am I happy with what we've done? Absolutely. Is it substandard? Absolutely. But you guys have seen how bad we screwed up the site work, forming it, leveling it, everything. You guys saw all that. I went on YouTube one time and looked at a video because I was having an issue getting stuff square. It's square, but it's not perfect. This form board, well, this form board is pretty close. The front one, it jets out a little bit in the front. It's got a little spot right here that goes out, and it's got a little spot right there that goes in. It's got another little spot down there that goes out. It's a little wavy. But you know what? When we pile a driveway up against this, the transition, you will absolutely never see that. It's not going to hurt it. It's just fine. So let me tell you, for me, for us as a team, this is a win. We fought through this. We got her done. We learned so much along the way. Unfortunately, you can learn site work and it costs you time. You can learn squaring form boards, putting form boards up. You can come back and do it. Zach, go ahead and do whatever you got to do. My people, noise don't bother these people. They know we're here working, getting shit done. When it comes to putting concrete on the ground, there's no practice. You spend the $2,700. We have a lot of concrete here. This thing is thick. That's done. And this thing's probably, in all reality, it's like 8 inches thick. It's got wire in it. And it's gonna be strong like bull. And we're happy. Got a couple divots in it. Gonna hold a little water in a couple spots. But we had to do this to learn. We learned on our own. We fought through it. There was no stop and redo when you put concrete on the ground. It just doesn't work like that. So we had to learn along the way, and we just had to get it done. I am not dissatisfied with what we've done today. And I'm glad that, I'm super glad that I've got some people that are following me and watching me make these terrible mistakes and claw our way back from the brinks of disaster. I'm also super happy that my family that I've moved away from get to see what I'm doing daily, and it's a good connection for us, for me and my family, my peoples. All y'all are my peoples. So listen, I've almost passed out twice. I didn't get nearly enough footage because this was going so fast. There was no way I could have sat here and videotaped. Here's what we had: too few people to do that job. I just couldn't stop and do a bunch of taping. So Zach's getting us cleaned up right this second. I'm gonna go help him right now. And I cannot wait. First time I've ever said this while I've been here working. I can't wait to get home. Oh, I am beat. I sat down right there. Felt like I was gonna pass out, have a heart attack. I ran cold water over my head. Got my feet back under me. Got this thing done. We're super excited that you guys were here to witness such substandard work, video, editing. It's all substandard, and we love it. Listen, we'll be back. Y'all come back with us. Have a great night.